Well, here this morning we're going to talk about the tongue. And each and every one of us has a tongue. The Bible tells us about the tongue in many different places, but we all have different parts of our body, and one of our parts is the tongue. It's a very small thing in our part of our body, but yet it makes amazing boasts and claims, and it all comes from our heart. And there's a proper place for the tongue, and there's an improper place for the tongue. And this morning here, I have a chariot made out of balloons. Can you see it? And this part here where I'm holding my hand is called the tongue of the chariot. And that tongue has a very important part. It's usually hooked to the horses or a cow or whatever might be there. But if that tongue gets out of place and in the wrong place it's not supposed to be, here's what happens. And notice we have a rider in the balloon chariot here today. But if there was a horse pulling this or a cow's, and the tongue, as long as the tongue is like this, the cart goes along just fine. Everything's going fine as long as every part is in place and doing what it's supposed to be doing. But when the tongue falls out of place, look what happens. If the tongue falls down here, it causes it to flip. And the rider comes out. I saw it on national TV, a chariot race, and the tongue dropped. And it flipped the rider up in the air and he was hurt. And so when you and I use our tongue in the wrong way and it falls out of place, we do much damage. And that's not the way God wants us to be. In Ecclesiastes chapter 5 it says this: "Do not be rash with your mouth, and let not your heart utter anything hastily before God." So when we speak, it comes from our heart, and our tongue spills it out, doesn't it? And we use our voice. So God says, hey, listen, don't be crazy and say mean and nasty things, because it doesn't produce any good. It's using your tongue in the wrong place. It's falling out of place when we do that. So it says, let your words be few. And you know, I found when I say a few words that I do more good than harm. Sometimes someone that's just a loose cannon and carrying on, you know, you're going to put your foot in your mouth, or you're going to step on your tongue. So we have to be careful what we say and what we do. And if you go to verse 6, it says, don't let your mouth, that includes your tongue, cause your flesh to sin. Many people have gone to jail or gone to prison because of the words they said. So it's very important. I say keep our flappers in the wrappers, or keep our tongue in the closet. Let God have control of our tongue. But the only way He can have control of us is our tongue is if He has control of our heart. So remember to put good things in your heart, so then good things will come out. And be careful to say only good things. Things that uplift, things that encourage, things that challenge other people. So remember that this morning, is that to just let God use your tongue and bring Him glory and honor with what you say and do.